The next thing I'd like to make a start with are pricing strategies. There are a few, and there are more which I'm going to cover, as I said before, a bit later. But first of all, if you look at these four, the first one is market leadership. It's basically a new market, so it's a new. You're coming into a new market. You may be the new product in this market as well, and you can charge a higher price and a higher quality. And also, as I said before, it's if you are a luxury hotel, you have a loyal customer base and a loyal brand, and you can have a high quality and you can charge high prices because people would still come to you and use your service or your hotel because they know what they get for their money. Then the next strategy is market skimming, which deals with premium pricing and innovations, and this means you're charging a high price for a short period of time due to the product being new and innovative. Market penetration deals with the volume, so you set a low price in order to achieve a wide range of people to buy your product, so you want to increase your market share there. And then the last one is survivor. Basically, you're just setting your price so that you're actually covering your overheads in a busy market, so that you're actually covering your costs. And this relates to this illustration that I'm going to show you now, which basically deals with the prices, the price floor and the price ceiling. So the low prices and the high prices. So again, if you look at the survivor, for example, a survivor pricing, you would just use the price floor and cover the cost of producing your service or your product. Anything in the middle is, what's normal, what people are, expected to pay. And then you've got your price ceiling. It's the maximum a consumer will pay for your product. Okay, now you obviously have to see where your place is in the market as well. What are you? Are you a premium brand with premium pricing? That might be the case when it's new. Obviously, the more products or same or similar products come into the market, the consumers go away from the higher brands or the more expensive brands and shift towards the lower priced labels. If you think of, Kellogg's, they've got, they with their cornflakes, they were the sort of the first ones to introduce cornflakes, and now every supermarket has, for example, their own cornflakes brands, and there are so many different things about cornflakes around. The only thing is, if you talk about or think about cornflakes, you still always think about Kellogg's, and I'm sure you can find other examples for that as well. Now, in order to establish your prices, there are certain steps you have to do, and it's all illustrated in here. So obviously, what's your objective? What do you know? How do you set your prices? What do you want to achieve? And we talked about the objectives earlier, about covering your costs, not being seen as too cheap or too expensive, and then you have other things that you will have to consider there as well, such as are you supporting your product portfolio? Does it stand out? Does it actually fit in with your pricing? And is it sustainable as well? Then obviously you have to assess your target market, and what are they willing to pay, and are they willing to pay the price you're setting for them? Is the demand there? And again, you have to analyze your demand, cost, and profit relationship. Is it actually viable to set the price you want to set with regards to these three aspects? Again, don't forget your competitors. What do they charge? What's your pricing policy? What are your methods? And then obviously you come up with your specific price there as well. And the factors that actually influence the pricing decision are obviously your own marketing objectives, your pricing objectives. Again, I mentioned these before. What are your costs? Don't set your price too high if you're too low if your costs are high. Does it fit in with the other marketing mix? Is it perceived as value for money? Again, would your customers actually buy it? What are legal issues? What's your competition doing? And then your buyer's perceptions there as well. So a lot of things that you have to consider before setting your prices.